Here we are, welcome back to the grand final of Ryzing Star Cup number 4, the last edition here in December 2019, the second last cast of the decade, and Happy could make it back to back to back to back and win all 4 Ryzing Star Cups in a row. He's up against Kiwikaki, the first North American to make it into the playoffs. Here they are. 30 years is Kiwi already. I thought he would be younger. He looks younger, but this pick is also very, very old. 50% by Kiwi versus Undead. That's pretty okay, but 0% versus Happy. Sees the matchup versus Orc as his weakest, but he's the most successful player of all of 2019. And that is for a reason. WGL Grand finalist and winner. So, what do we have as maps? Bans are Amazonia and Concealed Hills for Kiwikaki. Twisted and Twisted. Wait, there's one.
It's only one band.
Here. It's only one band, so I guess it's CH. We start on Echo Isles, and the game is already on the way. Let's go.
Map 1, Echo Isles. Our game is about to take off here. Happy is not the guy to expect weird builds from, but Kiwi is. So this is pretty interesting clash of styles as well between these two. Kiwikaki, of course, has been looking pretty good lately, but you can only look so good. Normally, that stops happening once you face Happy. Happy only dropping, what was it? 2 maps, right?
Yes.
So far?
One against Hawk, one against Foggy.
2 maps in 4 tournaments. He could be finishing this month, winning these 4 tournaments with only 2 map losses. That is completely ridiculous, but it is something we've started to become used to from Happy, because he just keeps on doing it.
If it's not on a 170 ping on Netties, then this is absolutely the case. By the way, Remo, after the grand final, rather just saying, I think people should not to turn off the stream yet. Just
is there gonna be an announcement?
I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna dance.
I mean, we all know you can sing very well, especially
maybe,
Backstreet Boys.
Maybe I want to sing Mariah Carey. We'll see. We have a Farseer by Kiwikaki once again. It's the Headhunter build once again. He tried that in the semi-final before against Happy and failed. Did he refine that build a little? Does he have a new element of surprise against Happy? He needs something like that.
Yeah, Happy also should be familiar with this style by now, so going to be interesting to see how the Russian plays against it. Happy is, in many matchups, a fan of a tier 3 timing. Perhaps that once again will be his plan here, to force a big fight before all the tier 3 upgrades are ready, because Berserkers and TC do become very strong over the course of a game, but it does take some time. So perhaps it's going to be the priority for the Russian. No last hit stolen here. Happy gets it with a coil, once again using a lot of mana in the early game for creeping, as Happy oftentimes does. And 1 more kill now is required for the level up. Wolf could provide such a kill. Happy's not too greedy to skip on the narrow. There is one in position. Very far in the back, though. I oftentimes feel like one of the few things that Happy isn't perfect with is base placement, build placement. So he's kind of the opposite of me. But he does get the level 2 with the Wolf. And the Farseer so far is not finding too much damage. Of course, he skipped the grunts, so early pressure potential is rather low with this build for Kiwi.
Yeah, nice defense by Happy, of course. Not getting too many skeletons killed. Making sure that he gets level 2, even though he couldn't finish the creep spot here. That's all well executed, as it always is by Happy. Oh, trying to show off a little with a little surround by the skeletons. Didn't really work. But Unholy Aura makes things easier for sure. Tech-wise, Kiwi is almost done. And with the Nerub Tower, Happy is a little further behind than, for example, Abrams was.
Tier 2 finishes for Kiwi, and it's the TC second, which of course we were expecting. Torrent Totem as well, so the build so far looking like what he's been playing. And I like this. I like that he's not trying with the Raider Run-By again. It might work, but it probably won't work, because Happy normally pretty cheese-proof. He may have lost against Infi that one time, but that was kind of the only time it felt like. Happy now splitting his forces, DK and Fiend in the middle of the map, and one Fiend along with the ghouls solo defending. And that makes a lot of sense. This is, after all, still only one Farseer and two Woofies, which can't do that much against a player microing well with an Arrow Tower.
Yeah, and he can still creep. He has 3 coils. The mana management, even though he uses a lot of coils early on, is superb. He always knows when he can afford to use the coils offensively and when he needs to fight soon. So it doesn't even need it here. Ring of Protection number 2. In some previous semifinals and grand finals, Happy had great damage items for his Lich later, which might have saved him a game or two against especially Foggy. Not having the luck here yet.
Could rely on the marketplace later if he wants. Something that Happy has been rather fond of for a while. Delaying the Lich, by the way, going Slaughter and Ziggurat and Tier 3 before the Lich. Which is quite interesting, but is now coming, right? Yeah, okay. No other weird hero choice.
TC is starting to...
There was this little trend in China for a while where a lot of orcs started playing Naga first with Headhunters, which looked surprisingly good until 1-0 came in and just played a Dark Ranger, and then it was like, huh, suddenly this doesn't at all work anymore. Interesting. So then the Naga died again in this matchup. Nice steal there by Happy. Gets the level 3 and denies TC creeping. That's the most important thing. The TC is going to be the #1 late game carry for the Orc, along with Bloodlust, I guess. No, wait. He's not playing Bloodlust. What am I talking about? Playing Walkers. Creepjack coming in. Nice stomp from the TC. There is a coil. At least one to save the Fiend. Happy gets the big item. It's the big invul. And one more coil long range last second save. On 6 HP.
No gifts for Kiwikaki. Not a single one. There's another stomp. But since there's an invul and a TP, not trying to trigger anything. Lich goes for Nova first. Could hit the Headhunters real hard as they don't have additional HP just yet. But he's trying the hero focus now. Decent block by Kiwikaki. DK is getting away with it though. And there's the kill for Happy on the backhand side.
Another one coil. Another comes in. That one wasn't even that close in Kiwi. Talked about this earlier. This strat does become very strong later, but it takes some time to come online. Walker does not quite get saved. Coil Nova finds the kill. Happy now pretty much out of mana. But at the marketplace is looking for some items as claws and gloves for the Lich. As so often.
Yes.
A player's forces are under
Okay,
attack.
tier 3 is done. No Crypt Lord for Happy yet. Didn't decide for a third hero. Maybe he's just playing dual hero. His nuke executions were really good in the first fight with Nova and Coil. Even though Kiwikaki tried to save the Walker with ethereal form, but
We have seen quite a bit of Crypt Lord third today, but Happy, not really a player who plays that hero a lot. Well, actually against human he does. But I don't think against Orc. Orb is ready now. No third hero choice yet. It could be dual hero, absolutely. But normally Undead will go triple hero. Same for Orc in this matchup. Shadowhunter is really helpful for the Hex and heal. Leveling for Kiwi seems a little bit troublesome though. TC still not level 3. And it's the level 4 and level 5 where he just becomes very powerful. That's far away.
Yeah, on this map, it's pretty much impossible by now. And Shop is still there. Crystal Ball, decent against Burrow. But that's about it. Scans for the expansion, sees, okay, not started yet. Lich is gearing up with the second clause of attack. But the item from the Mercenary Camp, once again, not too great. Another ring.
Protection. It is a lot of armor. Gonna have 12 armor on the DK if he wants to stack it. Could also be really good for a Pit Lord. But perhaps Dark Ranger is the more favored choice here for Happy.
Yeah, if the X Factor is the TC stun, then Dark Ranger should be the pick. Oh, and there she is.
Black Arrow first.
Okay, that looks very confident. Or very sure that there's not going to be a big fight. Kiwi with the first Tauren out.
Solo leveling the Farseer now to get him to 3. Not something we necessarily see too often. And there we go.
So what does he want to do with it? Like, it's Wolves 2. For what?
He's waiting for the tiny great hole again. It seems. He's got the gold now. There we go. Okay. Interesting.
Happy knows. Like, this is such a bold move to go to the Gargantuan Sea Turtle against Hex and Storm. There's no silence. Now there is.
That was important. Really important for the Dark Ranger here to hit that level up. Kiwi coming in. The Shadowhunter's very far forward. Needs to be absolutely careful with the positioning here. Happy. Splitting his units. Spreading himself out in the back. TC coming in. Looking for the big stomp. Gets silenced right away. And Coil Nova and almost dies. Heal wave last second. A bit too close for comfort right there. But the TC with that seems to be out of the fight.
Nice dispel against the Wolves, who are pretty much useless against the Happy. 2 of the 3 heroes pretty nukeable, and the strength hero, who is supposed to be the tank, is getting sniped. Good eye, Happy, and now without the disable, what's supposed to happen here now?
Yeah, this suddenly became so easy to micro for Happy. He even has Burrow, and there's no dust for detection, so killing any of these fiends is going to be super tough. And it's starting to fall apart pretty quickly over here.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 11 minutes 30. That's it. 1-0 for the champ. Continues his dominance. He wasn't really challenged on this map, was he?
Nope, not at all, honestly. Early game looked super solid. And Kiwi just didn't get the levels. Level 2 TC in the late game, not good enough. Level 1 Shadowhunter, not really good enough either. That is one big benefit that the Undead Army has. The Lich and the Dark Ranger aren't so level reliant. So in an early tier 3 timing, that can be a big problem for the Orc. And we saw it here. Maybe the decision to go on tier 2 to the marketplace and creep that was a little bit too aggressive. The TC perhaps a little too much slowed down because of that.
Yeah, let's see. Kiwi's map now. It's Terrana Stand, the best Orc map. And let's see what he has to offer here. He needs to challenge Happy, I guess, like he did with Shake. Trying to expand. And force Happy to come to him and get some more creeping done.
Yep, and that is a good map for that. You have like your safe little island, and there's big camps in the corners of the map, which normally get split up. Kind of like old AI, a little bit. You can even go for some sneaky moves like Merc Camp, Creep Steals.
I'm not joking here, but did Happy lose a unit? That wasn't a skeleton?
I don't think he did, no. Yep, game 1 was pretty rough, but Kiwi will now try to bounce back. Happy 2 maps away from getting his 4th title in a row.
Alright, so...
Opening up.
Yeah, sorry.
Opening up with the same build, again, is Happy, which has to be expected. The one time he started switching it up was against Lin, when it felt like the normal stuff just didn't work. And he tried it with the Frenzy Ghouls. On that insane game on Northern Isles, where I lost my mind in my headset.
Yeah, that was
a
one
good
of the
game, man.
cooler moments of this year, or our casting journey together.
That was a fun game, dude. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah. So, Kiwi, how can you challenge him a little more now? Fast here again. I'm seriously not a big fan of the Woofies 2. On this map, against Shake it made a lot of sense, but in every other instance it absolutely didn't.
Yeah, I could agree to that. Wolves only seem really good before the tier 3 stage. On the tier 3 stage, they're like, okay. Unless they get level 3, then they're certainly pretty damn good. But yeah, levels were the problem. Didn't get high enough. Kiwi's strategy didn't really come online. Happy killed him before. Disley Bear, thank you very much for the 27-month resub.
Yeah. So, Happy confirms that there's headhunters again. Buys him a little time in the early as the DK pops out already.
A player's forces
Doesn't have that much lumber early, so I wonder what he does. Like, lightning shield creep?
I'm surprised to see Happy not in the middle. Normally, he very often will try to snipe those claws. We saw earlier how nicely they worked on the Lich. But no, Happy goes for the green first. I guess that must mean lightning shield creep. Like, taking this whole camp is not really worth it. That's like not worth the time you're investing.
Yeah,
so
you
this is
don't-
looking like lightning shield creep.
You don't want to use the ghouls because of tech timing. Now you got the tech timing. You're waiting for the next round of necromancy. Still letting the ghouls do the job. Yeah. And the Farsi is busy in the middle, so easy for Happy.
And I guess Happy is willing to give up the middle, willing to give up the claws there because he's not going up against a Blade Master. That would seem to make sense. And also I like this because this is like a new Orc favorite thing to do in the early game and mid game is stealing Merc Camp away from the Undead side, also go for the Berserker and stuff. And if you go for this play that Happy is doing, then that's not a possibility. So this does make sense, but it is rather defensive creeping. Ideally, you want to aggressively creep on your opponent's side of the map, steal experience away from him. Especially important when you're playing against a TC. But yeah, it's a very safe opening. As pretty much Happy always plays.
Chop, triple burrow, all good. And Happy sees, damn, I missed something in the middle of the map. I like that, yeah, as you pointed out, since experience is so important here for the TC, that Kiwi is going to Happy side of the map. Would actually love... Wait, staff? Yeah. Okay, base dive. But ghouls and the tower is ready, of course.
Happy saw it coming with the Skeleton Scout. And good narrow tower control as always. There's no speed scroll here on the Farseer, so it's really not easy to find kills on these Acolytes. Which nowadays have great health care. With a 4 HP regen.
Because it's patched. Staffed by Happy as well. Sells the Scroll of the Beast. Ooh, can you surprise him somewhere here? Oh, surround. Okay. Not enough damage.
A player's forces
One Acolyte died there, that was pretty nice, but it shouldn't be that big of a gold difference. Happy sells the staff.
Just... It was very important for him to get home. To his workers. And Kiwi's just playing the same build again. TC, Torrent Totem, Walker, Headhunter.
And yeah, on his side of the map, on his little peninsula. Creeping now to at least level 2 should be pretty easy. It's always a good feeling when you're able to creep level 3 on the TC before being forced into the first fight. And I think that's what he's gonna try to prioritize differently here now on map 2. Happy once again skipping the Lich for a while, going for Hall of the Dead, Black Citadel I mean, first.
Again, Happy.
I'm not sure that I like this very much. Always feels to me like level 2 Nova is a big deal, and that is of course delayed with this build.
Happy's items again, like pretty disappointing. Double ring, slippers. Same goes for Kiwi though, but he will appreciate the rings in the TC.
Another Ring of Regen. DK is quite tanky. I think he did keep the items earlier. TC again creeping pretty aggressively. This could very well be similar to game 1. where he gets punished, creepjacked, and slowed down. It's not happening this time, but it could be happening. So Kiwi is taking a small, calculated risk, but it is a bit of a risk.
You know what's happening? A double donation is happening. Thank you, Slayer, for the 10 euros and John Doe for 50 euros, you madman. Nice games, John Doe
Players'
says.
forces are under attack.
Huh? Glad
Thank you
you
guys
enjoy
very
it a lot. Thank you so much.
Heal ward here by Kiwi is a really nice find. Always feels good as Orc. So you don't have to worry about heal selves too much. It's gonna be level 2 for the TC as well. And oh, never mind. Fiends steal the last hit.
Of course he does. Like,
And Kiwi's
it kind of became normal that players are really good with the Acolyte and Skeleton last hits, but I think Happy is number 1 with Fiends.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Thank you, Death Note, by the way, for the host, and Shimon for the sub.
Happy once again is trying to slow down this TC's creeping. Stealing the Sasquatch would be outstanding. And this is what I mean, like he went out on the map and risked once again his TC being slowed down. And it's happening again, and that's not good. Now a walker dies pretty much to the creeps. It's again a bit of a bumpy mid-game here for Kiwi.
Yeah, and you really don't want that. Happy knows that if you give him the time, then this Orc combo gets scary. But he's suppressing him in these mid-game stages. Even if his army is weak, he knows my micro is so good, I can handle this. As long as I have mana, I can handle it all.
And it's the second walker dying. And he dies before he gets off the next Spirit Link. The TC is still without Spirit Link, which is kind of a big mistake, honestly. And now loses the Merchant. Kiwi, you know, it's like a tiny thing. He's creeping a little bit too aggressively, just a little bit, which normally doesn't matter. But you're playing against Happy, so
Everything matters here. At least level 2, but Happy in the meantime, stealing the natural. One of the biggest items. What's the item gone already?
Ring of Regen.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sold the first one.
What's that?
But finally
Level
Happy
3
is falling
so
back.
hard now. I mean,
Forces are under attack.
yes, you can go to the left-hand side, but then Happy is creeping Magi and Lab and just is in your face again.
Yeah. And that's what I'm expecting. Happy to go bottom left next and creep that map over there. If he's contested, he's gonna fight, and if not, he creeps half the map. So it's a win-win kind of for Happy.
Potion of Greater Mana for the Russian. Canada so far, no chance.
Players' forces are under attack.
Kiwi's still waiting for a lot of upgrades though. TC should be hitting level 3 from that camp. Third heroes coming in. Torrents are coming. Perhaps some more walkers would be good. The low number of walkers is kind of problematic. If you have
Again,
really
right?
high walker numbers, you can easily dispel the silence and reapply Spirit Link and all that. But you need a decent number of walkers, and losing the first 2, really problematic, really painful.
A
And
player's
now
forces are under attack.
his totem is busy with the torrent, so you can't even go for like 2 or 3 now. Also, you don't want to break 50 without an expansion, really.
I was greedily waiting for the tiny at around 50 again.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's what you have to do. Just all in on that tiny Great Hall and hope that Happy isn't punishing it in time.
Happy has a scout in the north with the sentry, so he's going to see this right away. Question is he going to attack instantly? He could counter-expand if he wanted to. Would, of course, be a later expansion, but might still be working out somehow. Happy's levels aren't quite there yet. Lich is not level 3 yet, but almost there. Dark Ranger is level 2. DK's level 4, somehow.
Mana Stone as well,
already.
by the way.
Mana Stone and Mana Pot.
Yeah.
And also the
lot
wand.
of mana.
Under attack.
Mana. But the TC has a big mana as well.
Oh, the other sentry ward is setting up the perfect creep jack. This could be really painful for Kiwi. Everything stacked up, he has to TP out.
He gets this. Oh, Rune Brace is on the TC. Sweet. He's very tanky.
But the Walker was killed again, so once more, not gonna be so easy to get up the mana. Another Walker is coming in, but he comes out with 150 mana. That means you're not gonna be able to cast many spells with that. Happy prioritizing his targets really well.
The ghouls in the peon line. So how is Kiwi supposed to engage into this? Like, he has to choose targets. He's trying with the wolves now. Nice dispel. Good stomp, but no follow-up so far. Coil is ready.
Spurling is still missing on the TC, still a bit dangerous, but he's got all these tank items, so he is actually pretty survivable.
Yeah,
Needs
but
another
Kiwi's forces are split. The headhunters were dealing with the ghouls in the back. He can't engage with the full force. There must be a silence. Yeah, very obvious move. No dispel. Here comes the dispel. Needs healing though. Feels like it doesn't do too much, these stomps yet.
Evo was helping out a little bit, but again, TC's out of the fight, and the Stomps so far haven't won this engagement yet. And with the TC not in, it's so much easier for Happy to micro. TC is coming back in, now mana potion, but again the silence, time and time again, and guess what? Now he's out of mana, now he can't dispel anymore. This TC just popped mana pot, but can't use it.
Yeah, seriously, that was a mistake, I guess. Kiwi is falling apart. Can he hold on until his expansion pays off? Heal ward is nice. Nova right clicks. And I really like these wolves again. I am not a big fan of them in the match against Happy. With Chain Lightning, maybe you get a few kills. Maybe you survive this fight better. And then your expansion is ready. But this is just mass murder by Happy right now.
Another big Nova. That would be at least 2 kills. Maybe even 3. There is the expansion running. Yes, but Kiwi... Did he kill a Fiend yet, by the way?
I'm not sure.
I think he killed 1, at least. But he certainly didn't kill too many. DK still full mana. There is no more mana items for Happy though. So if Kiwi chews through the current mana pool, maybe he can come back here.
But it's a full mana decay. And the Lich... I don't know, man. Statues, maybe can take them out. We have an investi... Wow. Okay, of course it gets dispelled. There were wolves nearby. So it was a little too obvious, I guess. These Torrent, they just melt.
Kiwi once again hasn't gotten to critical mass yet, and Happy with his army, it can be a very scrappy fight. The heroes are doing severe heavy lifting, and the Fiend also not too bad. The TC now is run out of mana, no more storms to be worried about. Happy is completely ignoring the hero now. Actually, now he's going for the Farseer, and that is it. GG. Kiwi can't win map 2.
Boy.
It's 2-0 for the Russian.
That is 3 match points to win 4 Rising Star Cups in a row with only 2 map losses. Happy is insane. We know this. Kiwi's builds can't challenge him yet. Thank you, Azul, for another 10 euro donation. Choo-choo! Let's get the 350 euro. We're getting kind of close, and that is absolutely bonkers, guys. Thank you. Azul for the 3rd time today as well. Been there since the beginning, pretty much. Thank you, Pimps, for the 29-month resub. Nerf everything. That sums up the chat pretty well. It's actually pretty good today.
Yeah, what needs nerfing the most, though, is Happy. Like, it's just...
No, the others need a buff. Like, it's not Happy's fault.
No, it's not. He deserves this. Happy's playing this extremely well. And Kiwi's playing it pretty well as well. There's just small mistakes here and there. It mostly has to do with creep routes, and like risk assessment. And how Happy punishes it is just brutal. Yeah. Normally, games don't look like that. But when you play against Happy, sometimes they do. So Kiwi, now with a mountain to climb, is trying to start that on Concealed Hill, fittingly so. For our map 3.
All right. This is once again pretty insane what Happy is bringing to the table. Concealed Hill, Kiwi's last map choice on the other side. If he makes it a series now, it's going to be Northern Isles and last Refuge. Happy trying to put some more space between him and Moon, the 2 most successful players of 2019. Happy with winning WGL Summer and being the runner-up of WGL Winter. The most successful player of this entire year. I think breaking the 100k in his most successful pro gamer year as well. And some people said it's gonna be better for him to just stream. How wrong they were.
Yeah, his rise has been nothing but meteoric. In 2019,
I still feel that's wrong. Like, a meteor doesn't rise.
it's a
saying, I know, but like, was that invented by someone who just lives upside down?
Australian, maybe?
Maybe it was an Australian.
Well, they are pretty familiar with fire from what I know. So perhaps.
Alright, we have a Farseer once again here on CH. Kiwi fighting uphill. And happy 3 match points in a row for the Russian in the upper left. Bottom left. I'm also upside down.
Farseer can be played many different ways. What has been popular for quite a while, especially in the hands of Spiral, is a tier 2 mass expansion. Like, massing units on tier 2 with an expansion. Not like Moon-style mass expansions. You know what I mean? But that's not Kiwi's style. He's playing his own Headhunter style with a fast tier 3, trying to become very powerful in the super late game. Problem so far is Happy doesn't let him get to super late game, but kills him before. Is this one peon bugged out? There's a peon standing inside the war mill. Okay, now we moved again. Alright.
Sorry, I missed it. But the Scout Acolyte is about to fall.
Trying to deny himself. Oh, and does.
Yep, 0 experience on the Farseer still. Even these tiny little moves don't really work out. And Death Knight this time with the claws, speeds up creeping, helps the Lich. But once again, like we've seen before, steals the turtle here. I think it was against Abrams, aka Biko, aka Spawn.
And it's working out again. Happy would need either the big turtle or the 2 small ones for level 2. And Kiwi takes it out. This looks like a good opening. Aggressive coil on the Woofy. Could have perhaps been resummoned.
Nice skeleton. And nice resummon by Kiwi to make sure this DK is not getting level 2 for now. Oh my
No way!
God, he's so good!
That's just insane. He doesn't even need to coil the skeleton to keep the surround stuck.
4 skeletons around, none of the skeletons died, and no coil was invested.
Yeah. Surrounding a fast hero. That's not a slow hero like Paladin or something like that. No, that's a fast hero right there. And this is like what I mean, you know? Like, you have played a lot of Warcraft games in your life, and you're pretty good, and you know how normally games go. And then you play against Happy, and then you're like, I didn't know this was possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, when do you see this? Like, how did we praise 120's micro? This didn't happen too many times. And it feels like Happy does this every other game.
Yeah, I know. And I know the feeling of playing against Happy. It's like, how is this happening? Why is nothing dying? Why is everything always microing all the time instantly, and it seems like it's automatic?
Yeah.
I remember I played against him in Concealed before WGL when he was under his 100-0 account, and I was like, I can't kill anything. Why is nothing dying?
Yeah, maybe me and him should just switch nicknames to make it more fitting. He sees the Matrix and everything he does, and I'm kind of happy when I stream. Especially when I see the next donation. Thank you, Azul. He's just not stopping here. 16 euros. Here you go. Ballpark Frank the 350. It's your turn. Okay, is there a bet going on between you guys or what? I don't know, but Azul, crazy today. Thank you.
And suddenly DK is level 3 already, after having forced the TP. Creeping by Happy was pretty defensive, so lots of camps outside the main taken out. Not so easy for the Lich. to start solo leveling.
Are under attack.
Kiwi's just doing the same thing 3rd game in a row now, creeping aggressively on tier 2 with the TC. But it's so aggressive that it's looking kind of evasive. Oh, Happy! He made a mistake! He tried to pull out the Orgalore and it didn't work. Here we go, guys. Happy is mortal after all.
Must have been a bug.
AI is to blame.
Of course. TC again. This time no TP. Double speed scroll. Okay, that does help. And Happy is far away, so he can creep the CPs. Tier 3 started. And Walkers again. So 3rd game, 3 times the same build.
But it's working out much better here in the mid game. Kiwi, with his aggressive creeping, did something that Happy apparently didn't expect. Happy was looking for the creep drag, was looking for the aggression, but doesn't find his opponent. Perhaps the skeleton scouting could have been a little bit better, but let's not be too critical. This is certainly still a very good play. TC is going to get level 2 here from the natural, which is nice, and now is in position to creep the fountain next, so TC progress is finally looking good.
Indeed. Now we got the Ogre Mage stuck. And of course that goes to Happy then, with a couple of losses, I guess. Fountain goes to the Orc, as it should be. Kiwi at 40, forgetting about the burrow, I guess a little. But he has some upgrades to go for.
Players' forces are under attack.
Happy's been finding some pretty good items. Claws, pendants, and Warsong Battle Drums. All very good. Only thing missing now is big mana pot, I guess. Throw the Bees could also be really good, actually.
Yeah. But I mean, he does have the spell. Should have the spell. Okay, it's coming now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, we don't stop at 350, huh? We just have to raise the bar more after this crazy cast last week. We have to do these crazy insane donations again. Borgpok Frank is back with 50 bucks. One final send off for 2019. Neo and Remo, you guys are the very best in your community. Rocks as well. Cheers to everyone out there, and everyone have a great new year. May 2020 be the year of the Scourge. Go
Players' forces
undead.
are under attack.
With a representative like we have here, there's a very good chance for that. And once again, thanks for the kind words. And of course, Remo Stradamus predicted the Greater Mana, and it is the Greater Mana.
Yeah, this is scary. This is Happy with a good early game, lining up a tier 3 timing with the perfect items. Dangerous position right now. And of course also, big thanks from my side. Frank, man, you've been helping us so much. We appreciate it greatly.
And I guess
let's
Azul
see
triggered
if
this once
Kiwi
again.
can hold.
A town is under siege.
TC has an Invul, and a Parry Up, and a Subi Mask, and Black Mana. He's not badly equipped either. But will it be enough? Shadowhunter is out. It will still take some time. Mass repair on that shop. Oh boy. Storm
Nice
was
dispel though, coming in, getting rid of the silence. That was crucial in the first fiend. Does die. TC's in a good position. Happy now, starting to split. And going for the walkers in the back, because if you take out the walkers, that means no more dispel. Happy knowing exactly what to prioritize. Torrent's coming in, Shadowhunter soon to join, and Kiwi still holding again. He is silenced, but he's still possibly finding more kills, and hey, Happy is getting repelled.
Yeah, for the first time in this series, Kiwi seemingly winning a fight. And Happy is starting to lose. Fiends here, first one dead. And the DK, what's up with him? Stun duration isn't long enough, and maybe he should have gone for that second Fiend to make sure he gets the kill. But the army is reuniting now. Maybe another stomp can help. He continues to chase.
Hey, still got mana. TC's got the big mana pot still in the inventory, so that's 4 more stomps for him. Without stomp, there's 0 catch here, so Happy can still run away and not be forced to fight if he doesn't wanna. Both at 50.
I'm not sure if I like or dislike that Kiwi didn't use the big mana. I feel like there was a lot more possible. Okay,
So still only level 2. That's kind of the big difference of this game. TC got his good level 3 level up and Lich didn't. But Nova in the back once again finds some stragglers. Oh, Berserker barely gets saved with a heal wave.
GC, he can't connect anymore. He feels a little scared of overcommitting to this fight.
Yeah. Kiwi is starting to run out of healing. Doesn't have a heal scroll and the Shadow's almost out of mana. So that's always a little bit dangerous.
Wolves
Abby keeps
constantly-
on trading, keeps on kiting. Always trying to stay away from that TC.
Invul Potion breaks the silence, and here we go for the Lich. Foggy tried multiple times to kill that Lich. Maybe Kiwi is more successful. This time he doesn't hit the Lich, but the DK, so no coil at the moment, but okay, he's out of that stun again. And it feels like Happy's about to get a double or triple kill.
Yeah, both destroyers now morphed, no statue on the ground anymore for healing, but plenty of damage certainly still in this undead army. TC once again low HP, forced out of the fight. It happens again, and now no Stomp to worry about.
Yeah.
Makes this, even for Happy, pretty easy to micro. And
That Nova hit hard. Walker dead, Torrent dead, Headhunter dead, level 4.
A player's forces are under
feels like Happy's starting to break through.
Yeah.
TC needs to carry. Comes in, but again, silenced. Dispel from the Walker, but
But he's
no
hurt.
Spirit Link.
He's hurt.
And again,
yeah.
mana is the issue here in the Walkers to support this army properly.
He's trying it again and again and again, but there's constantly nuke on the TC. Like whenever he makes a step forward, the Lich is there with the Orb of Corruption. And then the Fiend shots rain down on him, and he's down to like, what, 1/4 of HP?
Oh, speed scroll
Oh,
going
Lich
in.
Could be the target now, but no, of course, there's a coil. He's trying his dearest to get this opening, but it doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
Kiwi has been losing a lot of units.
Yeah.
It still says 48, but a lot of that is not with the army right now.
And the heroes start to drop low as well. If Happy sees the opportunity for one hero kill, that's gonna be it. There's no invul, there's no TP, there's no potion. Thank you, No Big Thing, for the 10 euro donation. That's just contributing. Thank you so much, man.
Had to eat the big mana pot for the Shadowhunter for healing, but it's only level 1 heal wave still. It's not that much sustain. And Happy just kiting all the time. Always staying at range, not giving the easy opening to the TC.
Trying to reunite the army, but there's an expansion coming for Happy now. He wants to end this cup. He has enough for the day. But there's no statue anymore, right? So Kiwi stays in the game. Happy has 1,000 gold.
Yeah, he's been saving so much money. Happy lost like barely anything over the last couple of minutes.
Unbelievable. He's breaking upkeep now. 60 supply immediately. Rest of the camp. How can Kiwi come back now? Needs this tiny Great Hall, absolutely.
Gets level 4 Farseer level up, which isn't too bad. TC's getting closer to 4 as well, but level 3 Shadow, that's the big one. Could
Yeah,
perhaps
that's not gonna happen.
try to solo creep something.
Happy has his eyes again everywhere. Skeletons, reinforcements, expansion bottom right. He will see this. He does.
a player's forces are under attack.
Kiwi at the shop, but pretty broke. No heal scroll for him, not even an invul. An invul seems like he desperately needs. For the TC. Does have the gold. Apparently waits for the heal scroll instead. Interesting. Yep. Here we go. Heal scroll, and now over to the expo. Kiwi has to hold this base.
Yeah,
He wants
he
to win.
invested 700 gold into this. He cannot afford to lose this, otherwise the game and the tournament is over. TC, how well are the Storm? Silence again, no dispel, wants to save the mana. Here we go. Storm connects, but to only like 3 targets.
Yeah, good splitting here by Happy. Saving
Oh.
many of his things as he can. Shadowhunter in trouble. Spirit Link coming in. Speed Scroll trying everything to save the third hero, but he does fall. And with that, the healing is gone. But the DK also in trouble. He's level 4. He's got Death Pact, but he doesn't risk it. But rather goes out with a safety double-click TP. He gets one more Torrent on the way. Kiwi drops down to 45 supply.
But holds.
But it at least holds.
At least he holds it. You know what? Happy pulling the town ball because he knows the value of Chain Lightning. Doesn't want to lose his hero because of that. But okay.
A player's forces
Kiwi at
are
45. Happy at 66 though. It's not risking a DK loss. Rebuys the TP immediately.
And leveling up more and more. The Dark Ranger will be level 3, which is a really nice one. Lich, not too close to 4 for the so amazing +4 intelligence.
Ah.
Nice min-maxing, giving the Agi Tome to the Dark Ranger. And big item, the Sobi Mask.
Yep, he's happy about that for sure. No TP on Kiwi's side. Only a heal scroll. No invul as well. Waiting for the Shadow Hunter. It's almost there. More Tauren, more Headhunters. You can see he's trying to spend every little gold dime he has and put it into army to catch up, but how?
TC trying to come in for the stomp, but there is silence ready, which Happy must just be waiting for the perfect moment. Speed scroll instantly dispelled by the destroyer. TC still finds his way in, but is still silenced. Dispel comes in, new Spirit Link being applied as well. DK very far forward, but this time does go for the death pack, and with that heals up nicely again. Pretty good execution so far by Kiwi, but his numbers seem to be rather low. The Shadow Hunter in trouble again, finds himself needing to heal himself, and now is almost out of mana. Chain Lightning comes in, finds a few Fiend kills. I think it's the second one dying in this fight or something. Level 4 now for the TC as well. Another Stomp comes in. That one hit well, but after that it's only a single Stomp left, and Kiwi's army is becoming very small.
Tauren is about to fall as well, but there is more mana. Lich in trouble. DK is stunned. Can he go for the invul? Yes, he can. And the coil arrives right after. 20 supply difference, but losses on both sides. The Tauren, the most notable ones. Heal wave arrives in time, but it's still only level 1, and now we have the level 3 heal and nuke on the DK side.
And the entire army is just dying. The Shadow Hunter could be dying next. Yep, he's way too squishy at this stage. Executes him. Looked like from 100 to 0. GG by Kiwi. Happy does it again. He is just the best non-Asian player, and it's nothing close.
It's, yeah, no, it's nowhere near. Hawk doesn't deliver, Foggy doesn't deliver, Cash didn't show up, and then it's Happy winning 4 cups with 2 map losses in an entire month. Was challenged by a lot of people. A lot of people brought him close to defeat, especially in Mirror from what we've heard in the early stages. And Happy is the 4-time winner. Unbelievable.
Back to back, to back to back.
Yeah.
Ryzing Star Cup belongs all to Happy.
But wasn't
AMD,
it...
maybe they're gonna start making graphics cards with his name.
Like with Fatality back in the days?
Yeah. They should be pretty powerful graphics cards, I think.
I think so too. But it was like, despite Happy winning all 4 cups, which is an insane story, and I wonder who's there in Europe to challenge him. We'll see about that. But it was super cool to see the rise of Kiwikaki, making it to a semifinal and a grand final. Insuperable making it to a semifinal. Johnny Cage making it to a grand final. That, like, the second card, Starshade making it into 2 semifinals.
Yep.
That was all really, really cool, and we saw some awesome games from the rest of the community. And we also had more than 100 signups for every single instance of this cup. And you know what? That is why AMD has decided, let's do more cups. Let's go for the entire first quarter of 2020. And let's have a season final.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's make this a little bigger. The prize pool will remain $150. We're still going to be here every Saturday to play the Ryzing Star Cups, but we're only going to cast bi-weekly. You know, we're going to be a little busy, and we need some helping hands with the cast on the Saturday evening. I can think of another German maybe to do it.
Who might that be?
We met him before.
Are you talking of the legend that has been with this game so many years?
Maybe the guy that got me into casting Warcraft 3.
Way back when.
Way back when. And he looks like way back when because he has no hair. Kaldor will join us in the talent squad for the Rising Star Cups. We're gonna change between the Kaldor stream and our stream bi-weekly. We're gonna continue next week. And yeah, more information will be released by us, I guess. Later, we're gonna have our own Rising Star Cup homepage for the Q1. And yeah, let's have... How many are there? Like 12 cups, I guess? 10 to 12 cups. And big finals at the end that's gonna last for 2 weekends. And yeah, let's blow this up. Let's have a great 2020 with AMD and Kaldor and back to Warcraft. This sounds very promising to me.
Absolutely. It seems like we're starting off 2020 in precisely the right way. These 4 cups have already been really fun, and I'm looking forward to all the new installments that we're going to have next year. And hopefully, you'll all be back to enjoy them together with us.
Exactly. Tomorrow we cast the Shook Cup, or at least I'm casting the Shook Cup. Remo, you can, like... You can take a break, or if you feel like it, join me.
I would like to sleep, please.
You can sleep. I will cast tomorrow 12 Shook Cup finals. I don't even know who's playing, but I don't care because I love it so much. Last cast of the decade at Back to Warcraft tomorrow at 12. And thanks for signing up. Thank you for the crazy donations. Thank you for so many subs. Thanks to the admins. Thanks to our... What's it called when you delete crappy chat again? Moderators, exactly. And the guys at Ticker at Liquipedia. We love you all and see you tomorrow. And until then, here are the donuts. Goodbye routine. Bye.